last time on the letters. Burns hit the right note
Every time.
and won a meeting with Roxanne, while Soulful Ballad was a #1 hit.
So maybe I should have written more love songs.
But Roxanne didn't like the sound of Poe's voice
We were locked in a heartbeat, one that was no good.
and sent him home.
Good morning, suitors. It was such a treat to get your letters, and I cannot wait to read more.
The game aspect of this show has into the picture. It's getting more interesting because there's definitely a lot more stress that you know you could be going home.
Cat's out of the bag. I don't have a game plan. I don't want to try to manipulate this girl into falling for me or picking me. That's amateur.
Every guy in that room, every single guy, bar none, except for maybe one dude, is completely fake. Every single guy that's coming in here or that's writing the letter, you should see when we're writing the letters. Lies from top to bottom, every single one of them. I gotta get Coleridge out of the way. The guy's got mad pen.
Good luck on your third task, and remember, sometimes words speak more than actions.
Gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed Roxanne's message. Are you ready for your next big adventure?
Let's do it. Yeah.
Wonderful. Follow me. Sharon is a 20-year veteran of the stage. Both a teacher and a Governor General award-winning playwright, her stage plays have been produced by top theaters around the world.
Guess what I'm doing?
I'm not sure. I have no idea what you're doing today, so...
Well, I'm thinking about soliloquies. I'm thinking about a kind of interior dialogue where you get to a sort of imagine to yourself all sorts of things, and often about romance, it seems to me.
Is there any sort of topic, or so it's just...
I think it is the philosophy of love, because isn't that what we're all about here?
Absolutely.
Welcome, Sharon.
Yeah, nice to be here, Sylvie.
Nice to have you here. Gentlemen, please give a warm welcome. Gentlemen, Sharon is here today to help you dig deep into your emotional psyches, or perhaps to go as far back as your English high school classes, to help you learn about the soliloquy. Because in today's challenge, you will be having to read and understand a few lines of a soliloquy from Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet. You'll be performing these lines to Sharon, who's the most convincing and passionate performance. Now, to help you get into your own character, Sharon has a few tips of the trade. Sharon?
The thing you have to remember is that a soliloquy is really just a monologue. All it is an internal thought. It's what you're thinking to yourself. All of the masks that we wear every day drop away. And in this particular one that all of us have, of Romeo, you can see there are various you can break it into little sections which have a little different thought in each of them. But the most important thing is that it comes from the heart. You may find some other things in there that it means specifically to each of you. And when that happens, that's where you should go, because that's the real place for you.
And on that note, I think we will definitely start our performance. Blake, up. And you can begin anytime, Blake.
What's soft? What light through yonder window breaks?
It is the east, and Juliet is the sun.
Arise, fair sun. Hail the envious moon.
Who is already sick and pale with grief.
That thou, her maid, art far more fair than she.
Be not her maid, since she is envious.
Her vestal livery is but sick and green.
And none but fools do wear it. Cast it off!
So, Sharon, which suitor have you chosen?
With all of the famous names here, it's of course very difficult. I think I have to go with, and I've met so many, this fellow here. Are you Tennyson?
No, Percy Shelley.
Percy Shelley. Oh, yes.
I think he's the least honest person here. I think he's here just as a show. I think he's here just to be on TV.
Finally, this is my first task that I've won, so thank you. He was my favorite writer when I was a kid, so I read an awful lot of Shakespeare. I've read that soliloquy probably 100 times.
I thought there was better performances, but what are you gonna do?
Don't kid yourself for a second. I have an edge over everyone in every instance that we're in.
If I was to ask one of your ex-girlfriends what is the quality that she dislikes about you, what would she say?